guess what, guys? So, I'm over here in Australia, and I love America, so I put that flag up there for, you know, just to keep myself motivated. Eventually, I'd like to leave this fucking island and get to a proper place like America. A place without so many fucking kangaroos and crocodiles that just want to eat your fucking face. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't even carry a regular knife around here. You can't. If you don't have like a fucking knife, you know, like a knife, like Crocodile Dundee knife, you're just a fucking guy walking around with a pencil, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guy. A fucking, if you're not carrying a fucking machete, guys, in Australia, good luck with these fucking spiders. Good luck with these spiders, mate. You know, I was looking around outside the other day, mate, and we had a fucking mosquito the size of a small bird. Yeah, mate. You can't even just fucking wear it off no more. You can't, because they've just figured out, we can get through this no matter what. They're gonna find the area that's got a little fucking window of no off, and they're gonna fucking terrorize that side. And guess what? Those fucking mosquitoes, they can fucking sting through a fucking entire fucking loaf of bread. They can sting through a fucking, pretty much a fucking hoodie. They can sting through leather, unless you're wearing fucking proper leather like buffalo hide, crocodile hide. That's the kind of leather that people here have now they don't even sell it no more. People are resorting to poaching to make fucking armor for these fucking mosquitoes. And, over here in America, you're like, oh, we got mosquito problems over here, God, I have to get off every time I go to work, and I gotta spray it all over my clothes, and I smell the off everywhere I go. And I'm like, what? Guys, if I had the chance to just wear some off and keep these fucking birds at bay, I'd be fucking happy as hell. But no, sir. We, in Australia, have proper problems. Spiders, the size of basketballs, man. Spiders. Aggressive spiders. Spiders that'll eat your puppies. Nobody leaves dogs outside anymore. Ever since like 2013, it's like you don't have dogs outside in Australia unless the dog is a trained dog in fighting kangaroo, crocodile, and the land octopus. Believe it or not, that is an intelligent animal, and it eats dogs. So, I know some of you haven't heard of these. When's the last time you watched National Geographic, huh? Probably not lately, because, I don't even think that channel's on TV no more. Yeah, so come to Australia and get the first-hand knowledge, view, and whatever. You need a tour guide, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm not doing too much these days. But matter of fact, guys, I'm dedicating myself to releasing all the goodies before they hit the streets. Like, I heard that they're doing horse arm wrestling now. I said, horse arm wrestling? Get out of here. They said, no, it's an Australian thing. I said, oh, well, my pride automatically just, if it's an Australian thing, I'm down, I'm in for it, Well, they said, it's actually been on TV before, mate. I said, wait, what? When has it been on TV before? They're like, man, you never seen that show Yellowstone? I said, what? Yellowstone? You're talking about the cowboy show, the cowboy show, right? The show with fucking Eric Costner, right? Or Kevin Costner, right? That guy, that show, he's like, yeah, mate. He's like, remember that there was a scene in that show, man, when that skinny cowboy, he had to go work for a competitor's ranch or something, just a competitor's fucking outfit or something, and so they were like, we're gonna try this new arm wrestling thing, right? And so what it is, guys, is they got this horse that's all worked up on, jacked up on Mountain Dew or steroids or something. And so they take this guy, just a regular guy, and in order to make the guy be able to compete with the horse, guys, they take and they make a fucking, like a like a fake arm, kind of like an arm tube, and you stick your arm in a tube or something. I can't remember exactly how it works out, but I know that as soon as you get to arm wrestling the horse, man, he puts up a solid fight, and he's just sitting there, and the horse is just getting down and trying to put you down, but there's no table. There's no table there, so it's not you're not gonna get bashed into the table by the horse. You know, these horses are trained like there was walls around this establishment. You know, and the horse could have easily taken that bloke and just threw him through the wall. The horse was like, I'm chilling, bro, and he just gently was wrestling the dude with the arm. You know, and the guy was like, oh, and the horse, finished, and, it was almost like the horse came or something, Unreal scene, guys. And to think, they're starting to do that over here in Australia now. And guys, we don't have any arm wrestlers over here yet. I'm finding out that they're having to send guys from other countries that know how to properly arm wrestle a horse, because apparently this has been going on for years, but this is like an underground thing, right? But in Australia, all of our animals are bigger, so our horses are bigger, and they've got more strength, and their arms are bigger, So it takes, it's going to take some figuring out how they're going to really properly get this sport underway. But I know for sure they do it because they've got to get these horses arm wrestled, because they're going to start wrestling them. And so, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this on television. You guys should be too, guys. It's been so boring lately ever since COVID, guys. There's nothing on TV but people complaining about COVID and about other shit, It doesn't really matter no more. Like, fucking, who cares? Who cares if the frogs are turning gay, mate? You know what I mean? Like, guys, they're just frogs. Who cares? Who cares if Donald Trump grabs the girl by the pussy, guys? Who cares? I remember when it was just a free-for-all. Every guy was grabbing by the pussy, guys. And now you can't even talk about it. Guys, who cares? Really? We've got bigger fish to catch, okay? We got way much more aggressive species to fight here in Australia. So I challenge you to come down here, or you can get on your telly and find a website where you can get the Australian channels for free, probably. I'm assuming they exist, probably. And you watch, and you stay tuned, and keep your eyes peeled, because this sport is gonna be like fucking better than IndyCar racing worldwide, mate. You don't see the horses like we have here anywhere else in the world, man. We have little baby horses, tiny horses. I don't think those are going to be the ones that are going to be arm wrestled unless it's tiny men wrestling. But it's possible. Anything is possible here in Australia. The land octopus just made headlines not too long ago, mate. A land octopus. Can you believe that? Yeah, a land octopus. This guy, unbelievable. 8 arms. Yeah. I think that's why they call him an octopus. But he had the head of a dog. Or a face, like, I don't know, if it was a print or a gecko or something. It was weird. Really weird. But land, no water. Matter of fact, it was in the middle of the desert when they found him, and he was alive. Catching prey. Yeah. Steve Owen would have been proud on that day, mate. A regular Joe found him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Unbelievable these days. You gotta have a camera these days, lads. You're just gonna miss the whole thing. If TikTok didn't see it, it didn't happen. It's the truth. It's the truth. Stay tuned, guys. Good shit coming. Stay tuned.